Now, last week on this show, we had members from Back Down or Die and Dead Until Dusk give us the lowdown on the upcoming Metal to the Masses competition. On Thursday, we went to the Brickmakers to see the guys compete for a stunning prize, and Rich from Back Down or Die kindly wore his shoes for the occasion. With a chance to play the UK's biggest metal festival up for grabs, we're here at the Brickmakers for the grand final of this year's Metal to the Masses. 5 local bands will be competing on this stage, giving it all they've got in front of a packed live room. They'll be slaying the crowd with every solo, riff and scream until the judges have decided who goes to Bloodstock.
We were very keen to bring in the new blood talents, the unsigned talents, and give a platform to a lot of these breaking bands, which previously in a lot of festivals it doesn't really happen. So it's primarily part of the ethos of Bloodstock Open Air, and long may that continue.
The main reasons for the success we're having with the Metal to the Masses this year is the involvement that we all have, myself and Chris, as previous winners, local musicians in the area, having both won the competition in various different areas and both played Bloodstock in different years. Also the fact that we have always been involved with the local scene. We know the bands, we've got a good rapport with the bands, and we've shown them what it's worth.
Overall, it's just awesome to play that show, and especially with the crowd. I mean, you know, it's Norwich, metal gigs, they don't really get them fully packed out, and to play a crowd like that in the Brickmakers on a Thursday night, I mean, that's absolutely stunning. I mean, we had a blast.
I think we played as well as we could do. From the reception, I definitely think we're in with a shot. There's a lot of good acts though to come up, so it's just a case of wait and see. I'm very excited though.
I think it's just brilliant to bring people together who wouldn't normally be together. It's nice to have this many people in one venue all watching different bands. So yeah, I think it's just a nice sort of vibe.
To be honest, it was probably one of the best performances we have done, and for it to be at the final of Bloodstock competition as well.
Sold out. Yeah, sold out. If it goes home with it tonight,
deserves it.
Deserves it. And
yeah.
If any of the bands get it, we'll all be happy, won't we? Literally, that's what's good thing about having a small community, and especially the metal community here. It's not that big, but we make it big just by partying hard.
The decision I've made, the band that's going to win the Metal to the Masses 2014 and stand an opportunity of playing Wacken the following year on Metal Days is Synaptik.
So how about that? Right at the last minute, Simon Hall from Bloodstock picks not one but 2 bands from this competition from Norwich to play at Bloodstock this year. That's pretty unheard of, and the crowd went wild. So Synaptik and Back Down or Die have gone off to celebrate, while the crowd celebrate a great night of metal. You can hear them here in Norwich. I, however, am going for a lie down. Okay, so we should explain there, because you didn't see Simon Hall announce it, but while Synaptik won the competition, Simon was so impressed with the level of musicianship and acts that performed that night that he took Back Down or Die as guests of himself to play at Bloodstock as well. So congratulations to everybody, and hand on heart, I probably wouldn't have gone to that event had I not been working. I had a brilliant time. All the bands were excellent, and they should be very proud of what they did. Welcome back. I'm Si Holden and this is still the Music Mash. Still to come, we talk to Metal to the Masses champion Synaptik and we take a look at some of the great live music coming up in Norwich. Now, before we talk to the band, let's remind ourselves of exactly how Synaptik smashed their way to the final of the Metal to the Masses competition and beyond. Here's an exclusive look at the video for Your Cold Dead Trace. The next clip contains some flashing images. And here they are, fresh from performing at Bloodstock. It's Pete and Ian from the band Synaptik. Guys, hello.
Hello, sorry, right?
Yeah, I'm very well. How are you?
Oh, still recovering, really.
Still recovering from Bloodstock?
Yeah.
So, was it a late one after the gig? Did you celebrate?
I think we never really stopped.
No.
Yeah, sort of. I'm still feeling a bit ropey, but...
Okay. But I'm very glad you've joined us.
Oh, thank you. Don't I look like an angry cat in that video? I just realised.
An angry cat?
Yeah.
Pete the angry cat loads.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit before Bloodstock, though, because Metal to the Masses final, when it came to deciding who was to play first, Pete, I believe it was yourself who drew literally the short straw.
Yeah.
Playing first at a band competition, doesn't that give you extra pressure?
It does in some ways. I mean, but because we were the first on, we didn't have that weight around, so we could just literally set up our stuff, have a bit of a break, sort of really sort of see, you know, the audience coming in, and then we were just pumped up for it. So went on there and just done it. Really, I mean, that's all we could do.
And then relax.
And then just chill out, and then have a few, you know, beers at the bar, trying to get interviewed by you. Sorry about that.
No, that's right. It was a long night, but we got there in the end.
Yeah, it was a long night.
Watching the other bands, though, I mean, there was some great bands that performed that night. Did you think, guys, we nailed it when we played, we're a shoo-in, or this is going to be really tough?
Yeah, it was going to be tough. Like I said, we had no expectations. We just went in and played and done our bit, and whatever happened, happened. Do you know what I mean? There was some tough competitions, some great bands.
As the night went on, I saw a lot of the other bands and thought, oh, actually, they've got a better response than us because there's more people in there. You know, the sound guys got better ears on, but, you know, it's just one of them things. But I think we were all right towards the end, weren't we?
Yeah, I mean, he read your name out right at the top. You guys went to Bloodstock this weekend, just gone. How was it?
Ooh.
How was the performance?
No, that was excellent, brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was really good.
You're both beaming. Anything else to say? It was just amazing. Is that for you guys as a band, is that the biggest gig you've played to date in terms of stage size, crowd in front of you?
Yeah, for this band, yeah.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
So, yeah. That was a really good crowd as well. We managed to get through all our CDs, which we took down there. We came off stage and we'd sort of CDs, we had about 300 and they all went. we managed to keep about sort of 20 back for like the backstage VIP area, just to dish them out, doing the whole networking thing as you do, which yeah, went down quite well. Did quite a few interviews as well as the sort of the day progressed on. You know, we saw a lot sort of people from Norwich there as well. Saw a few guys out of Terrorboss. Saw your mate Richie. Still no shoes, man.
Still no shoes. Richie from Back Down or Die. Where are the shoes?
Yeah.
Obviously, you got rid of nigh on 300 CDs. What I noticed about going to the Metal to the Masses competition, and given that I'm a bit of an outsider to the scene, was the warm reception from all of the crowd to every single band. And as well, the bands, I thought, were really... The vibe between the bands was really good and really positive. Did you find that translated to when you got to a bigger festival, or did you find that because people were in dressing rooms and you were... other stages were involved, you didn't really get to mix with the other bands?
It was quite hard, really, because everyone was doing their own thing, and when you're on...
It was like a conveyor belt. You went in one side, unloaded, went on stage, played, came off, in your car, and out. So it was really hard to, like, you didn't really... Unless you went in the tent and actually watched every band that played, you didn't really... There wasn't that much mingling.
There was so much going on. I mean, there was 3 main stages and the Jaeger sort of stage. And it was just, everyone was just passing. You'd see a lot of people, like you'd notice in other bands, but it was a case of, you're right, heads up, and that was pretty much it, really. But yeah, it was sort of a bit awkward to try and nail people down and speak to them sort of properly, so to speak. Yeah.
But you can give people your new album, where Mechanisms of Consequence is due out in September. Tell us a little bit about the new album that's due out.
Well, it's about 8 tracks.
Yeah.
8 tracks, a couple of intro-y bits. It was recorded in Bungay by Time Shift Studios.
Okay.
It's just
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
It's been a lot. It's taken a long time.
Right. Okay.
But it does. Yeah. It really does sound great, and we've had really good comments and feedback about it as well, yeah. So
now, is that a year from when you started recording, or a year from when you started writing? I mean, how long was this process for you guys?
It's recording, but it was like we did 1 day here, 5 hours there. It's been like that, you know, just a long, drawn-out process, and then the remixes, the remaster, you know, the mastering has taken a while to do.
In some ways, it's a good way of doing it, because you could sort of take it away, and then you notice a difference when it was sort of becoming to the mixing and mastering stage. Certain things that need to be done, so you could really sort of listen to it over and over again, instead of just going into a studio for, you know, 3 or 4 days and go bang, 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 and it's all done, then going home and go, there you go. there's your CD. It's like, oh.
Guys, we have run out of time already, but best of luck with the album. Thank you for joining us tonight. Good luck with the new album. For you guys at home, though, here is this week's What's On.